Afternoon, folks. Welcome back to the latest episode of the Brolly blog. Myself, Matt. I'm back here with Mark. But for this session and the first one this year, we've split up. The reason being, we're in a different area of the lake. When we arrived, the swim that I've been fishing on the previous 2-3 sessions, I think it was, there's a lad already in there. He's been here all day. So we've had a walk round, spotted some fish, pretty much all over. It's a really warm day again. It's probably a little bit warmer than it was in the last session. I haven't done a reading or checked my app yet, but it's definitely warmer than it was in the last session, and the fish are just cruising everywhere. We picked his brains before we decided to pick our swims and get the rods out. He's had 2 fish and they've both been up in the water. Basically he's fishing off the lead. It's not a very deep venue, and I think he's fishing about, I think he said about 10 inches on just single up baits. So I'm going to persist with the rigs and the tactics that I've used in the previous sessions, and I'm going to keep watching the water, and if nothing materialises, I can't ignore that information, can I? I've got to stick a zig on. So yep, just seen another one stick his head out. Got the left-hander on a choddy. That's with me usual cherry B, cork ball pop-up, and the middle rod and the right-hand rod using the old CM1 again. A new bait that I've rolled and I'm testing this year. So yeah, that's the scene and that's the plan of action. Might be repeating myself, but like I did in the last session, don't really like these conditions. I just don't like sunshine. It's just, you know, fishing's about confidence, and I wouldn't say I feel confident at the moment because A, the fish are up in the upper layers, and 2, as I say, it's warm and sunny. But yep, it's half the battle being here and getting the rods out, and it's nice to be here. And if you catch anything, it's an added bonus. Yep, just having a scan round. Mark's to the left of me, and he's right the way down where the base of the lake starts. I'm up the right end of the lake, so we're quite a distance apart today. So we'll do our best. If either of us obviously manage to capture anything, we'll get it on camera and in the blog. And if Mark does, well, we'll see what we can do. Probably have to wind in and go down and see him because they're that far apart. But we'll worry about that. Let's just try and catch a carp. So it's just gone 5:15. I'm going to pop the kettle on for the first brew of the session. Sit back and watch the water on this very pleasant, if not ideal conditions for myself, evening. So until the next update, folks, catch you later. I don't know if any of you watching this are fans of Carp TV, but I certainly am. And in last month's Carp TV, Joe Morgan, he's on the Bank series, I think it's called Joe Cam. He's a bit of a coffee monster like myself, and he recommended this stuff. I think it's pronounced Azera. Not cheap by any means. I think it retails at about £3.50, maybe £4. I was lucky this week. I was in Asda having a shop, got it for £2 on offer, so absolutely nailed it. And I tell you what, if you're into coffee like me, this is the business. And I believe it's very good for soaking your tiger nuts. There you go, 2 tips, one for on the bank, one for your tiger nuts. Well, I'm just sitting here and watching the water, and I've heard an absolute right Jack the Ripper. The lad who was on the swim that we've been fishing, believe it or not, after we've all tackled up and got the rods out, he's left, but that's fishing. But you can hear virtually everything here, and it's I looked to my left and I can just about see a rod bent over, and it was Mark, and he tells me he's got 2 in the net, so hopefully we'll have something to show you.
Well, that's a right little podgy thing, and I'm on about the fish, mate.
Yeah, look at the guts on there.
Yeah.
You've really been having a munch for a small fish.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not small, but probably 13-14 pound, but compared to some of the ones that are in here, it's supposed to be
real clean and good quality, that one, mate.
Yeah, real nice fish. He's obviously come out of the winter mode now, and he's really having a grub.
Yeah, as I said to the viewers earlier when you was down there, mate, there's fish everywhere, isn't there, tonight?
Yeah, there is, yeah. So they've obviously, I mean, it's not that much warmer this week.
No.
In fact, it's probably cooler than last week, but
well, I thought it was when we first started, but talking now at 6:05, it has gone a bit cooler.
Yeah, and the actual water temperature has only risen by a degree this week.
Oh, did you bring your thermometer this week?
It's just under 14 degrees, so 13.7 degrees. So,
Is that what it is?
yep. So I'm going to get this one back in here because I'm dying to get my rods back here.
Fantastic, mate. Well, you're running the show again tonight, mate. It's a third capture.
Yeah, put the rods back out and within a second or two it shot off again. So I must have just dropped on them tonight.
You have, mate. We haven't weighed it yet. We will do after we've done this bit of footage, but that's £20 all day long, that is.
Yeah, this one's a couple of pounds bigger than the other one, as I said.
Absolutely.
So
cracking fish, mate, that
21, yeah. So, unbelievable. Very feeble bite this time though. It was just a couple of bleeps, dropped back. So he was obviously trying to do me, I would say.
Yeah, yeah.
And I picked the rod up and he was on, so say no more.
And you've had a fish on every rod now?
Yeah, one on each rod now, so it's not, and they're all probably 30 yards apart, within sort of 10 yards further out of
Right.
each other. So
you've got one basically short, medium and down the margin?
they're there. Okay then.
Okay, mate.
Alright.
You're itching to get that rod back?
I know.
I can see it.
Cheers.
Alright, I'll let you catch it back.
Okay.
Well, folks, I think I might have to rename the blog, or the series I should say, to the Mark Copson blog.
Well,
this was all in the space of how long, mate?
I went back, threw 3 rods out and had 3 fish within half an hour. Literally reeling one in, as I'm reeling one in, the other one going, and I'm just literally dropped on them. And there's another 3 fish there, the smallest probably 15, the biggest probably 18. Absolute.
So you think you got the location right tonight then?
But when it goes right, it goes right. And that's all you can say. You're obviously out on a munch, having a good munch. After the long winter, as you can see, absolutely stunning creatures.
Yeah, there's predominantly commons in this water.
Looks like it.
Yeah, if you're wondering why... Oh, was that your phone then?
No. So, there's your absolute stunners.
Yes, mate. Bars
So-
of gold.
I've got to get them back though because I need my rods out because I can't catch them with my rods on in. But that's within probably 2.5 hours of being here.
Is that 6
I've had
fish, is it?
6 fish, yeah. So,
Superb, mate. Right, get them back then, and
Yeah.
no doubt we'll see you again on the blog.
you never know. They have gone a bit quiet. I think I've spooked a few now. So, if not, I don't care.
You're happy with 6 then? Yeah. Nice one, mate.
Well, what a frantic hour and a half that was for Mark. God, absolutely amazing. But then again, you get your location right, you know, you can catch them. To be fair, Mark did debate jumping into the right of me, but he had a good 25 to 30 minute walking decision make, and it just, you know, looked right, and you know, he's reaped the rewards. So yeah, 6 fish within an hour and a half. Fantastic. You might be here, the ducks in the background have just jumped into me peg, little scavengers. But yeah, for myself it's a bit quiet. I've just respotted. There's still plenty of fish moving about. Them ducks are getting closer. I've got nothing for you, get back in the water. Go on. Bring your scavengers. Yeah, I've just respotted. There's plenty of fish moving about, and the wind direction switched around now. So you never know. That might move 1 or 2 up my way. But if not, I'm definitely going to have a bite because it's tea time. And tonight we've got a homemade chilli. So I'm going to indulge, keep watching and see what happens in the next, you know, hour, 2 hours, whatever it is left of this session. So catch you in a bit, folks. It's just approaching 10 to 9 and coming towards the end of another short session, and I'm still blanking. And Mark hasn't any more fish, and as I look to you at the camera, in the distance I can see a fox. You don't see many foxes in the day. Oh, there you go. Shame I couldn't show you, but yep. The fish are still, well, up in the water as I talk to you now. I can see 1 or 2 still cruising over me spots.
I moved the choddy, as I said before, at range, but nothing. Maybe I should have put a zig on. Yep, still blanking, but nice to be on the bank. Really enjoyed it. For how long it is, you know, 3, 4, 5, whatever. Just love it. And if you catch a fish, it's a bonus. And Mark's come on here tonight, and you know, it's all come good, and that's the way it happens sometimes. And I'm chuffed to bits for him. It's the privilege to see some nice carp. If you can't catch them, to see someone else do it, just as good. So, yep. Gonna give it another, well, definitely till dusk, and then pull off, reassess, come back and do it all again next week. So if I don't speak to you again in this vlog, thanks so much for watching. Appreciate it. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope we've made it enjoyable for you, and catch us on the next instalment of the Brolly blog. So from myself, Matt, and I'll speak on behalf of Mark. All the best, happy angling, and tight lines.